Today we are going to talk about the 4 layers of the Earth. The first layer is the crust. The crust is the outermost layer. It is the thinnest of all the 4 layers. It is also the one that we live on. It is the least dense layer, and it is mostly made of rocks and soil. The crust is the thickest under the continents and is the only layer that we have been able to explore. The crust is represented by this brown color here on our diagram. As you can see, the continents, which are green, and the oceans, which is represented in blue, make up the crust. The next layer below the crust is the mantle. The mantle is the thickest layer, and it is also made of mostly rocks. The rocks in this layer flow like a conveyor belt that you see at a grocery store, which allows the plates of the earth to move. We will discuss the plates of the earth in another slide and lesson. The mantle is represented by this yellow color here on our diagram of the Earth. Under the mantle is the outer core. The outer core is made of metals, liquid metals, in fact, which are nickel and iron. These metals have been melted down into a liquid state because of the temperature that is in the outer core. The outer core is represented by this orange color here in our diagram. The last of our 4 layers is the inner core. The inner core is also made of the metals iron and nickel, but it is in a solid ball. It is under intense heat and pressure. As you go further and further down into the earth, heat and pressure increase. This is why the inner core is the hottest layer of the 4 layers of the earth, and it is represented by this red color here. So as you travel from the crust to the inner core, heat and pressure increase. The further you go into the Earth's center, the hotter it's going to get. If you were able to travel down into the Earth's core, you would be squeezed into a tiny little ball smaller than a marble because of all the pressure that is in the inner core. The crust and the upper mantle make up the Earth's plates, which we will discuss in our next lesson. And the Earth's plates move because of the rocks moving in the mantle like a conveyor belt. They move in a circular motion like a conveyor belt does in your grocery store to move the food from the end of the conveyor belt to the checkout counter.